Hello everyone, it's Dan here from Thomas Schroeder Support. In this video I'm going to take you through using Elementor for WordPress with our theme Cory. Now the actual plugin is very simple. It's a nice drag and drop page builder. We use it very lightly just to add a couple of extra blocks and make the page editing process very straightforward. But we're just going to go through how to get it all set up correctly for the best experience and just generally how it all works. So to begin with, once the plugin and the theme and the plugin is installed, the first thing I'd suggest to do is to disable the plugin's built-in colors and fonts, basically, and that's so that the design of our theme can take over, just give you the nice, easy experience we want you to have here. So to do this, if you go to Elementor in your WordPress admin and then tick the two checkboxes here and hit save, that will go ahead and disable Elementor's fonts and colors and allow us to take control. Okay, now that's out of the way, what we're going to do is just take a quick look at one of the demo pages just so you can get a rough idea of how it's all done. So we'll just have a look at the home page we're using here. And you'll see the interface is very straightforward. It's very similar to a regular customizer page in a way, except we've got a bit more control here, as in we can drag and drop different blocks in as we want. So at the moment the demo page we're looking at is basically just contains a feed of your recent projects, but you've got a few more elements here you can play with, most of which are default to Elementor, with our custom box just at the bottom here. So to show you a proper example, just hit this. I don't think we need to particularly look at this example too much. We'll actually create our own from scratch. So we just exit, create a new page, and I'll call it Dan's Demo, and we'll hit edit with Elementor. Okay, so we've got a fresh blank template here. Now I've purposefully created this page in this manner to show you what to expect if you were starting from scratch, say without our demo data. So you can see here we've got a small thin area for building as well as the title. Another option we may want to go for is, rather than using the default template, if we want a nice blank canvas over here, just in the template selection box here we can select the Cory Elementor, which is our own special blank template, and that means when we go ahead and edit the page with Elementor, you can see we've got a nice full width section. So that's the first thing to bear in mind if you are creating your own homepage, etc., and you want a nice full page to play with. Do be sure to select the correct page template. Okay, we've got that sorted, so let's go ahead and drop in a few blocks. So let's add a section, and I will give this say 2 columns, and over here I'll pop in some text. I'll just say hello and welcome. And over here we've got another section, and just for the sake of this video I'm going to pop in a random image. Should have something suitable in the media library. Actually, for the sake of the video, I'll actually choose something fresh. Okay, great. So we've got our nice image there. So although this is kind of basic stuff I'm showing you here, it's just generally give you an overview of how the builder works. So I don't expect the result to look too fabulous. I'm not really aiming for too much design here, just general idea. Okay, so that's all sorted. We'll add another section below this, and we'll give it one big fat column. And in here, I think we shall place our recent projects. So we'll just drop that in. I've got a few different layouts to choose from here. I'll go with the 3-column one, that's kind of my favourite. I'll just hit apply. You can see here, although it's showing in one column, if we just resize, we'll just give things a nudge, you can see things exactly as they should be. Now this may take a bit of experimentation to get used to overall. It is quite different to Visual Composer, which a lot of our themes have used in the past. So I would suggest to spend some time just playing with this and also studying the provided documentation for Elementor, just to give you an idea of how it all works. But a common thing you may want to do is, say here we've got our two sections, we may want to pop a bit of space between them. Or what we can do is go into the section settings, and you can see here we've got a few tabs to play with. Under Advanced, in the bottom here, we can give it, say, a nice wide 120. You can see there, that's added a nice amount of space below there. Oops, we'll unlink those so we can have that separate. So yeah, you can see there we've now got our top section and a nice gap to the part below. Moving on, we'll add one more section just so you can get a general idea. We'll create something maybe a bit more traditional with a sidebar area. And here on the left, I'll pop in, we've got quite a bit to choose from. I'll pop in an actual sidebar. There you go, it's kind of the same thing you'd find in your blog. And then over on the right, I'll pop in a map. Make that a bit taller as well. So as you can see, we've got a few options, it's all very intuitive. You can play with that as you wish. And there you go, it's a bit of a light overview, but generally speaking it should be quite simple to get to grips with once you start playing with it. If you do have any questions about how to use the plugin, do go and see Elementor support. If you've got any issues with the theme, then obviously give us a shout and let us know. Other than that, have fun with the theme and thanks for watching.